All right, Katrina, we are here to work on some short game today. So, tell me about your golf experience.
So I played in high school, and since then I played a handful of times a year. It's something I really enjoy.
Okay. And family time, you guys, your husband, does he play?
Yeah,
or?
my husband doesn't play. We've gone to the driving range a few times, which is always interesting.
Yeah.
But I've got two little girls, they're 5, and it's something that I want to, make sure that I kind of teach them as they grow.
Awesome.
And it's a good, I think, opportunity for us to spend time together. They actually got their first set of golf clubs for Christmas a couple days ago.
Fun. And the clubs you brought today with you, or?
Yeah, these are some hand-me-downs my dad gave me a couple of years back. So.
Okay. So what I would say too is just, depending on how much you're going to play, these are a great set. You got a set of pings. Just kind of make sure that you're getting fitted. If you start to get into where you're playing more often, I know you said maybe once or twice a year right now really playing, just find a local pro that can get you fitted. I think this is a great start.
Okay.
And if this is the kind of clubs that you're going to play with, it's not a bad set.
Okay.
Just making sure that they're not too heavy.
Okay.
That's a big thing, especially when you get into full swing. Chipping and putting, we should be okay today. And just if anything, if you're starting to get into the game more and more and with your girls, and you kind of want to make sure they're getting started on the right foot, it's going to be good to be fitted.
Okay.
So, but what we've got today, and just to make sure you understand, like gap wedge 52 and 56, and I know you've got pitching wedge with you, and 9-iron and 8-iron. So we're going to cover a lot of short game. Tell me a little bit about what you want to get out of today.
Yeah, so my biggest problem is consistency, and that's kind of overall in general, both short game and long game. But around the green, I know there are a couple different shots, and over the course of time I've kind of worked on when do I hit a bump and run, when do I hit a lob, when do I hit a just normal pitching wedge chip, and I don't always choose the right one.
So choosing the right club, the right shot for the right situation is a big thing.
Yeah.
Tell me about kind of consistency, like contact-wise. Do you normally hit them a little chunky, a little thin, a little both?
Yeah, so if I'm hitting more of like a lob shot, it's more chunky, and if I'm trying to hit like a bump and run, I'll generally hit the top of the ball, or I'll just go across
Okay.
underneath.
Okay. So we'll probably check a little bit of setup
Okay.
and kind of in motion. Maybe we'll see if we see anything that is kind of standing out.
Okay.
And obviously by the end of today, then I think maybe a short-term goal for you, out of 5 shots, being able to pick the right shot. How many times out of 5 would you want to be able to do that by the end of today?
Like at least 4.
4 out of 5
would be great.
Okay, so 4 out of 5 times choosing the right club,
Yeah.
and despite maybe even the result of the shot,
Yeah.
know that you picked the right one,
Yeah.
and then I'll send you home with a couple of drills and get you started. It'll be stuff that you can even do with your girls, kind of keep it fun for them. So, like I like to start off with every little session is mini warm up.
Okay.
So we kind of, so let me know if do you have any physical limitations or any surgeries that would bother you? All your joints, everything back is good. Okay. Have any hobbies that you like to do? Outside of golf?
I run and I read and I spend time on my runs.
Awesome. So you're a reader. So if you were to learn a new thing, how would do you learn better by watching someone do it, visually seeing it, kind of just sensory feeling it, or?
I'm probably watching.
Okay. So a little bit more observant with your eyes. Okay, cool. I'm going to have you hold on to that club. We'll just do some, since you've got no physical limitation, just do some arm circles. So do about 5 forward, 5 back, just to kind of get the body loosened up. When was the last time you played?
Maybe 6 months ago.
Uh-huh.
It's been a little while.
Okay.
It's cold in Atlanta.
Yeah. So you live in Atlanta. So what do you do for a living?
I work in it's a company called Johnson Controls, but I lead a corporate sales.
Okay. So you're traveling a lot. Yeah. So you guys do any corporate golf?
We do. And that's generally.
Okay. You're probably the hot ticket to get a golfer,
I get
female
pick
golfer.
from the red team.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Let's do some just some squats. Just general, get the body, the lower body loosened up a little bit. Do like 5 or 6 here. We'll do some twists. Just do side to side. The lower back. Feels good. Well, you're chasing around 2 5-year-olds, so I'm sure that you get plenty of workout running around the house too. So you haven't been able to talk your husband into playing?
You know, we've gone to, like I said, we've gone a few times to the driving range, but it's something he wants to do, but hasn't like gotten into
Time and
yet.
patience.
Yeah, but that's something I do think, like long term.
Yeah, as a family. Like I
Yeah.
grew up as a family of four. My parents had my brother and myself, and we would travel and play pistol foursome.
Yeah, that's fun.
So it was family trip.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I think we're gonna get started. Just I want to watch you hit a few chip shots. I mean,
Okay.
how much you've been playing golf since high school?
Yeah.
So, I just want to watch and see and observe just the shots. Let's go to the yellow one first.
Okay.
Whatever club you would normally hit on a golf course. We've got.
So for this, I would probably normally
Okay.
just try
If you're going with an 8-iron here to the first flag. Yeah, move it wherever you want. Yep. Okay. So the first two obviously went a little farther by. What do you think? I mean, setup-wise and stuff, looks pretty good. What do you think would allow that ball to not go as far?
Well, I either need to take a shorter backswing or pick a different club.
Shorter backswing or pick a different club? If you picked a different club, which one would be? More loft or less loft?
More loft.
Right? Okay. Yeah. So she's got her gap wedge now. So same motion, back and through. Just let's see what happens. Let's watch what happens. Okay. What do you think of that one?
Much better.
Okay.
This is the problem I think I've had is I don't always pick like the right shot.
Yep.
The right club. Kind of chunky that one.
Chunk it. What do you normally shoot?
Not like
Mid-90s, so how many birdie putts around? Greens and regulation, as we like to call it. Just a couple of birdie putts. So this would be a huge area. You're going to have a lot of chipping. Probably some pitches too, 50, 40 yards, but around the green a lot. A lot of people that shoot in the mid-90s can get that score even, long-term wise, down in the mid-80s pretty quickly.
Okay.
So we've already, cameramen can see, we've cut footage down tremendously by just changing club selection, by just adding a little bit more loft. So the main thing, Katrina, is carrying, far enough past this fringe, so that if it lands lands short of maybe the spot you're trying to land it, you're still landing on the green.
Okay.
And then we're letting it run out the rest of the way. So a lot of times what we've kind of talked about being visual, liking to kind of see things. What I like to do, and I do this for a lot of students, even the college players I work with, give them like a little circle.
Okay.
We're giving ourselves a little buffer room past the fringe. If you land short of it, it's still okay. If you land somewhere kind of in that circle, and letting it run out from there. Line that sticky. Ends up being the same shot. Now take your 52 like you had. Let's say setup wise for, if I can get face on for a second. So setup wise, go ahead and dress it like you are. Grip down a little further on there. So it's kind of like a putt with loft. You can come a little closer to it if you want. So I kind of treat it like a putter with loft.
Okay.
And do just kind of like this one. Tell me about that one.
Much better. It's definitely a little different, standing a little more over the ball.
Yep. So a little more upright allows kind of just the club to work back and through. There's not a lot of hinge motion, which I don't see anyway.
Okay.
A lot of golfers kind of let that right hand take over. Okay. So give me a practice swing where it's just kind of sweeping back and through. Feel weight distribution. You feel the weight more on your left foot, on your right. Pretty centered. So just give me about 70% on the front foot. Keep it there nice and still. Yeah. that'll help with the consistency of contact.
Okay.
Not a lot of moving parts. How's that feeling? So by bumping it forward and keeping it there the whole time, kind of like a grandfather clock, it's always going to hit the ground at the same time. The club will make contact at the same spot. Awesome. Feeling better? Feeling a little more consistent? Okay, so the first club you used was your 8-iron, and when it ended up kind of going a little bit further past it, so if we're going to that red flag,
Okay.
let's see what happens, because we're still going to try to land it in this pink circle.
Okay. Same setup.
Yep, same setup. Stand a little closer to it. Okay. And that's 70% forward on that front foot, keeping it nice and steady. How's that?
Much better than what would.
Where did it land relative to the circle?
Just a little bit, kind of on the front right side of the circle.
So again, it's kind of giving you a nice little visual of where you need to land your shots.
Yeah, that's helpful. Because I would otherwise probably try to hit the ball a lot farther and onto the green and then.
Yeah. So a lot of players, when they start learning, like the sooner you get it on the ground, the better. As soon as it gets on the ground, a lot more controlled shots are hit. Go ahead and do another couple with your 8-iron. How's that with the circle landing? Yeah? So you kind of, what's that?
I was just saying the distance seems right now.
Yeah.
This is a shot I would struggle with.
Yeah, and so we've got, 4 or 5 feet left for your putt.
Yeah.
Versus, when we had the 8-iron to the first stick, we had 25, 30 feet to try to make a putt.
Right.
So if we went a little further off the green here, we'll move we're still going to go to the red flag.
Okay.
Now we're further off the green. Red. Still like to land it. That pace or two. Is that in line with it?
Yeah.
Roughly?
Yeah.
Okay. So we still want to land it generally in our little pink box here.
Okay.
So if we're further off the green, do we need more loft or less loft to get it to that pink?
A little bit more.
A little more loft, good. So which one would you like? So we're going to go with pitching wedge. Cool, so let's just see what happens.
Same setup on the
Pretty much the same setup, yep. So weight's a little, you can tell me, weight's where?
Right now it's on my front foot.
Yeah.
we'll see.
And how much roughly?
70%.
About 70%, yeah. Pretty much, okay. So a little bit of energy there. Do it again. So again, it's just that we're getting it on the ground, letting it run the rest of the way. Okay.
I feel like with a wedge or with something with more loft, I need to hit it harder
Okay.
as opposed to
Letting the club do the work.
Right.
Okay. Kind of let those arms, looking face on, just let those arms relax. Maybe back up a little bit. There you go. You're right in line, just a little bit past maybe our line, but that's pretty good. What would happen if we went to the 9-iron? So a little less loft, right? So it might help it run out a little further. Think of that one.
I thought that was probably the best one with this
Best one so far. Good.
section.
Yep.
And the stance is starting to feel a lot more comfortable.
Good.
A little bit harder.
Okay, so and then you start to develop some awareness of if it flies too far past the pink, look, it ends up
Yeah,
too far past
yeah.
the hole. So it's just kind of like being on the golf course. You don't hit your 7-iron same distance as you hit your pitching wedge, right?
Right.
So we pick different clubs around the greens, same reason. really awesome. It actually is like 4 or 5 feet from the hole anyway. So the other cool thing is about when you start picking the right clubs, your miss hits end up a lot closer than some of your other ones, right? All right, let's just kind of do some more situations here. Setup-wise, I mean, I think you're doing very well with kind of keeping a kind of consistent backswing, and I mean, nothing's really. I don't see a lot of glaring things. You've obviously kept a lot of stuff that's ingrained with you. Let's you like with the pink.
Yeah.
Like having that as your target. All right. Hold on to these for a second. And we kind of determined that like a couple paces on. So kind of a mid one. Would not be as quite as far. Alright, so we're a little bit further off the green than we were when we started. What do we think here?
Probably.
Did you much? Cool. A very simple back and through setup is 70% towards that left foot. And if you had like 10 feet in for after your chip shots, I mean,
That would definitely improve my scores.
right? Okay, cool.
No question about it.
When you're out playing, do you think you find yourself chipping a couple times sometimes? Even?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's generally what'll happen is I'll just hit across the green if I'm playing on not huge greens.
So would you say your contact even today has gotten
Oh,
better? So more consistent already with just kind of a basic setup, getting more centered.
yeah, because I feel like I've missed a few shots, but it hasn't been, like you said earlier, it hasn't been like my misses are as bad as they would be.
Yeah. Any other club that you can hit with that one?
Yeah, I think
Where you don't feel like you have to. Yeah, so what I've noticed kind of face on is kind of helping it a little bit. So we're going more loft or less loft?
well, I was thinking more loft because like I'm thinking I'm not carrying it. I carried it over the thing and then it didn't roll out far enough, so I guess I would need less loft.
Right.
So
Yeah, so
it's
she
a-
carried it past the
yeah.
pink a little bit,
Yeah.
and realizing a little less loft would help it land closer to us and then run out a little further. Yeah. So that's the right distance. So anytime you're kind of carrying it too far and it's not running out the distance you need it, you probably need to go down and loft. So do the 9 again. So huge improvement in consistency. All right. Back up with a little bit longer chips where we have a little bit more grass to carry to get to the fringe. So we're going to be on a little bit of an upslope. All right, so we're going to the yellow stick. Pretty equal carry to get to our spot on the green and then run out. So
in the middle of the road.
going to go with pitching wedge. And again, this is a great opportunity to just kind of test it out, see what happens.
So I want to stay in the setup.
So on the upslope a little bit, we're going to have the ball back of center.
Okay.
So not quite as far from, yeah, so back of center a little bit. And then a big thing is to get your shoulders with the slope of the hill
Okay.
so that everything is working with you. Okay, tell me about, so way too hard and hit one more. So she said way too hard, so a little less energy on this one. Setup looks good.
Yeah.
Good? Much better. Okay. So just kind of, I mean, also, as you know, having played in high school and practicing, I mean, that's a big part of it too. What happens if you use a little more loft on the upslope? The same back and through. little bit easier to hit it.
Yeah.
Also notice the trajectory. Your eyesight kind of picks up that it goes a lot higher. Let's back up a little bit further. And all these lies have been pretty good. So, around the green, generally when you've got a good lie, you can kind of use whatever club is appropriate. When you get some bad lies, you can kind of go over a couple of those you can. Tell me about that one.
So that was the first time I kind of broke my wrist.
Okay. Yeah. So we're getting a little bit further away.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit longer swing too. How about trajectory-wise? Think it needs to go a little higher?
It does. I don't know that I hit that very well.
Okay, you want to do one motion the other way? You talked about breaking your wrist a little bit there, or hinging it. So the hinge is fine in this line. But just like we were hitting those shots around the green up there, we need a little more loft. What do we need to do? Yep. So a little more loft helps us stop a little sooner. You've got sand wedge in your hand now, 56 degrees. How's that? A little higher? Let's do a couple more from there. So typically in a round of golf, if you hit that shot, would you be happy?
I would, yes, I would definitely be fine with that.
All right, cool.
Because normally from here, I would be across the green and hitting it.
Good.
So,
You practice it for me here. So as you're going through, just keep this arm nice and long as opposed to letting it hit up behind you. Keep that right, or that left elbow, sorry. Nice and long. Yep. A little bit higher, or what was better about it?
I just felt like I made more solid contact.
More solid. Okay. And making sure that weight is staying more front. Yep, 70% or so. Good. Good. Oh, hit the flag. What did you think of that
That
one?
felt really good.
Awesome. So let's throw a couple down in the little bit thicker grass just to kind of make sure you have an idea about chipping it from there. Not a lot of thick stuff in here, but if I were to just give you a little bit, what I would say, just sitting down a little bit.
Yeah.
The big thing is using as much loft out of here as you can.
Okay.
Right, so if we use our pitching wedge 9-iron, we're not gonna come out of there that great. So you've got your sand wedge in your hand. Let's just hit a couple there. We're going to the yellow stick. The big thing out of here is just giving yourself a putt at it. Right, so we want to, that's A1 priority. She likes the challenge.
Yeah.
Smart girls figure things out.
Tell my girl.
Cool. So of those two with the little bit thicker rough, you're at least kind of giving yourself a putt to make the up and down. Right? So, we're thinking we're ready to see if we can get 4 out of 5 of the appropriate club choices. Alright, cool. So I'm going to take 5 different shots for you.
Okay.
No pink string.
Okay. I do like the pink string.
I will let you take that home eventually. Princesses, so definitely put a golf bag and take it to the golf course. You can always use that
So
we're going to go to the yellow stick first.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna need to hit it just a couple Thank you.
We don't want to have any chances to go in and then not go in.
That would be so horrible.
All right.
So I'm probably going to be thinking I'm going to need to run off pretty hard.
Right. Going with the 8 iron. We're going to go for more run out. Yep. So we're putting with loss, right?
And I'll tell you what, before I didn't even know what club I should have, I might put this, which would be generally not very good, or I hit it across the front.
Yeah. So putter through, like especially when you're putting through this longer stuff, that's where you kind of brings in a little bit of inconsistency.
It's a problem.
Yeah. All right. So right club selection.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So 2 for 2. Just hit it a little hard and probably got about 12 feet to make the putts. It's still pretty good. All right. Okay, so we're a little bit on the upslope. We're going to go to the yellow stick.
So I need to carry this a little bit farther and then run it out maybe 50-50.
Yeah, about 50-50. Yep.
So probably.
Pitching left, great. And the setup for this one, with it being on the upslope.
Yeah, so my shoulders need to be a little bit slow.
Yeah. Shoulders are in line. Yeah. I love that you're taking a practice swing next to it. Kind of helps you figure out where the bottom of that.
Where I can actually hit the ball.
Correct.
Yeah.
Where it's running into the ground. Yep. So the bottom of your swing. That's good. Cool. We're 3 for 3, folks. Here we go. Awesome. We got 2 more to go. I think I need to make them harder.
No.
Now let's go down here where we got a little flatter.
Okay.
We'll go to the red flag. Lies are pretty good, right?
So I still need to hit the ball farther than it carries. So probably.
It's going to run out further than it. Yep.
So
Yeah. Go with the 9. We're going to go with 9 iron here. What do you think?
I would be happy with
Yeah,
that.
for sure. I mean, she hit it to like 7, 8 feet, and from this far away from the hole, that's an awesome attempt for making a putt. Maybe I can, All right.
I picked the 8 because I'm not going to take the ball very far down.
Yeah. So she's looking to same spot that carries, still that pink string that we had, right? So a good visual, and even if you had that imagery in your head.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
It would be like if I picked my spot, just a couple of minutes perfect.
Great. What do you think? Good. So 5 for 5.
Yeah.
You beat your goal. 4 for 5. So today, your main short game or short-term goal for your short game was to kind of just learn different clubs and what you use around the green. You think you have a better
Oh,
understanding of that?
absolutely.
Yeah. And linking that to the long-term goal of getting a little more enjoyment out of the game when
Yeah.
you do get to play. This consistency allows you maybe not even to practice as much as long as you're choosing the right club to select. So I think you did an outstanding job of just kind of not having played much and getting out there and being able to chip a little bit.
Thank you.
If there's any other questions or you have anything else for me, I mean, feel free to always reach out. But
Yeah.